Hey guys, Pyro Joe here, bringing you a pretty cool video. At least I hope it's pretty cool. So let me get right down to it and see if you guys ever tried some of this and how did it work for you. All right, so in the past, before I got into the rocketry of making my own rockets, I've been buying these Estes rocket motors, 3 for like 20 bucks at Hobby Lobby, and these are E9s and these are D12s. And yeah, so D12s. So basically what I was doing is I was making my own ball shells, and like I always do, go ahead and drill the hole, put the spoiler, put the fuse, put the stars in here, and then put the coated rice hulls in here, and put the hemispheres together and quick match it and all that good stuff. And then at the top here, tie it in here, put it in there, connect it, and then the hot glue around it, and then put it on the stick and fuse it and fire it. So that was all working good, but it got too expensive. So so that's my past. And so this 4th of July, my daughter says to me, she says, "You don't have any rockets. You've got all these shells and you got cakes, but we have no rockets." So I went out and I real cheaply, I just bought a rocket pack from the fireworks stand to satisfy her needs. Well, she came to me and told me, "Hey, Papa, that rocket looks like an egg." And I said, "You're right." So then a couple days later, she came up to me and she says, "Hey, Papa, look, I got all these eggs. You can put them on the fireworks." And I said, "No, baby, we can't do that." So then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? She's got something here. So I did a test. And so I took 2 of these hemispheres of an egg, and I loaded it up, and I have my own, I make my own stars, by the way. So I got, Yankee flashers, crackling comets, red stars, tiger tail, D1 glitter, winnet core, and I got some other ones that I make. And I also got firecrackers, and so I said, okay, let me experiment here. So I filled the bottom up like with winnet core, and then the top here I fill that up with D1 glitter. And of course, the same process as you do a fireworks shell. You put the stars around it, and then you put your rice hulls in there, and then your burst charge, all those great things. But it was quick to make it, guys, and I didn't have to take like a 3-inch ball shell and tape it, and then masking tape, the what do you want to call it, the packing tape. That you have to put around here, several layers, like you would do a normal shell. But anyway, so I went ahead and tested it, and when I tested it on one of these Estes rocket motors, I got a weird effect in the sky, and I was like, this is kind of cool. So what happened was, because the bottom of this thing is a little bit wider and this is taller, what it produced was a very nice effect in the sky. So it produced like a palm effect. And I was like, you know what, this is pretty cool. So I went on, kept testing, and then I started mixing some other stuff, some tiger tail, and then D1 glitter, and I was getting these really cool effects. So besides your standard effects that you get with a 3-inch shell, 2-inch shell, 4-inch shell, I was getting these strange effects. So I started doing some more mixing, and I started doing some more eggs. So it came out really, really nice, and I'm like, you know what? This is different. I can get creative with this stuff. It's different. And then I started playing around with different payloads. So I started doing, firecrackers in the upper half or lower half, loading of firecrackers, putting in some fish fuse, some strobe fuse. So this is like pretty cool. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever done this, but let me tell you about these eggs. So these eggs, I was like, you know what? This is cheap. So I'm saying, where'd you get? Mama got the eggs. Okay, so I asked Mama, hey, honey, where'd you get these eggs from? And she said she gets them from Kmart, HEB, Walmart. And I asked her, how much are these things? She says, well, you get them in a bag, and you get them in different colors. You can get them in one color. And I was like, you know what? This is cool. How much you pay for it? And she told me it was only a dollar or something a bag. And I was like, wow, that's cheap. for these hemispheres, for 3-inch hemispheres, I'm paying like 10, 12 bucks just for 8 of them or 10 of them. But anyway, so this is pretty cool. So if you need to make a quick rocket, and if you want to do some testing, so if you want to see if your rocket mixture is correct or whatever, well, you can use these cheap plastic eggs to hold baby powder or something like that if you want to test your rocket fuel, or if you want different effects. And look, they even got it in what is that? A chick or a bunny with ears, I guess. I mean, a chick with ears. But anyway, this is something pretty cool. So this is something that I'm further experimenting with, and I'm trying to get effects. And I've been doing pretty good so far. I've been getting some palm effects and different kind of effects that you normally, sure, in a 3-inch shell you can fill the bottom with different stars and then the top different stars and get the effect. But with the hemispheres, you get the perfect, the perfect break where it's perfectly round. But with these eggs, you're getting a different kind of break. You get a taller break at the top and a wider break at the bottom. So you can make waterfall at the bottom while you have D1 glitter strobe up on top. So this is pretty cool. And so burst charge works just fine. And then I tried flash. So if you want a soft break, hard break, or if you don't want no boom to it, you just want a nice waterfall, these are pretty cool, and they're light, and they work just fine. You just follow the same procedures you would do a normal hemisphere. And the only thing I haven't mastered yet is how to glue these together. Elmer's glue sucked. So right now I'm taping it. But look at the colors. So you can color code these too. So if I want red stars, I just pick the, okay, that's not, it's more of a purple, bright pink purple. But you can color code these things. So if you want green star rocket or whatever the case may be. And the aerodynamics is really nice. And the colors look cool too. And that big one up there, you even have the biggest one up there. And that's like a 3, this is like a 3-inch, let me see. Yeah, it's like a 3-inch, you can see, compared to the 4. So it's like a 3-inch shell, except for it's got a taller top. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. Very cheap, cool for rockets. And let me know what you think, and let me know if you have experimented with this stuff. And we'll talk to you again. Thanks for watching.